So that shiny new game just came out, Mafia, the old country, and you want to know if it's worth your time, right? Well, let's take a look at the game for some first impressions. Keep in mind this is not a full review, this is a quick look at the game. I played the game for 3 hours, so I'll show some footage of the game while describing it and giving a few thoughts on it. This game is a slow burner. It takes a while to start getting going. It wasn't until over 2 hours in that the game started to pick up more. This game starts in a mine, and this whole mine area I found to be kind of boring actually, and it took a while to get through. One of the main reasons for that is because of the forced walking from point A to point B. The characters talk, you walk slow, and then you repeat. Later on in the game, that still happens, sometimes while on horses too. Eventually there's a rumble in the earth, and some miners don't appear. Enzo, the main character, and his friend is told to go down there by the people that he's working for, which seems to be another crime family. I'm not sure if it's forced labor or if he originally volunteered, but it does seem forced. So they go in the mines, it starts to collapse, and his friend ends up dying. Enzo fights the leader of the mines in a knife fight because he's angry, and then he escapes. The guy he fought with a knife finds and captures him, but as it turns out, they crossed into another crime family's territory in the process, and Enzo was saved by them. This new family is who Enzo will be working for the rest of the game. At least it seems that way to me. You do random jobs for them, clean stables, deliver wine, race some horses, help steal, and other criminal activities. It seems to me that the longer Enzo stays, the more important things he starts to do. Also, his hairstyle will grow and change over time. When I got off the game, he'd been there for over a year and his hairstyle was different from when he originally joined. My guess as to where the story is going is that he will continuously come up against and fight that original crime family that he was working for at the mines. They really seem to hate him, especially the leader that he got in a knife fight with. Also, the crime family that Enzo is currently working for, that leader has a daughter. Enzo and her seem to like each other, but secretly. It seems that no one would approve of them being together. I'm guessing that they'll end up together in the end after a big fight against the original crime family that he was with, but I'm not sure. I'll find that out when I get there. As for fighting, the main focus seems to be guns and knife fighting. The shooting and guns was fine. I was a tad annoyed with how much I seemed to miss while shooting. The knife fighting has its own mechanics like dodging and parrying. That's kind of cool. There's horses that you can ride as well as vehicles to drive, though I've yet to reach a point where I can do that on my own. So far, anytime I've been on a horse or in a car, it was forced while on a mission. I'd say riding a horse is fine and driving is also fine. Really, all mechanics in the game seem just fine to me. Nothing really stands out as good or amazing. As for exploring, well, there's not too much of it. While doing a mission somewhere, you can loot the bodies that you kill and you can come across chests that have locks on them. You can open those chests with your knife, but your knife can become dull. You'll need to sharpen it with a whetstone, otherwise you can't open anything with a knife. I did find whetstones while looting bodies, so it worked out just fine. There seems to be weapons that you can purchase with money, as well as some other items. I was at a shop during a mission that I could do that, and that's where I got my knife originally, but most items seem to be locked. I'm guessing I'll be able to go back there at some point, but I haven't been back there yet. There's a map that you can pull up, but 3 hours in, and it's been useless to me so far, as I've not been able to go anywhere on my own, so what point is a map? If you pause the game, you'll see a charms menu. Here you can equip different medallions or beads that you come across, which will add some perks. One example is a medallion that will improve your shooting and reloading speeds. Visually, the game looks nice, no argument there, but the performance wasn't quite what I was hoping for. I had to turn a few settings down, but it was mostly fine. I didn't have any huge stutters or glitches, just lower FPS than I thought I'd get. This game is very story driven and seemingly very linear. There's a story to follow, a path that takes you there, and you're along for the ride. I do think this game has a good story so far, but it takes a little while to get going. According to what I can find online, this game seems to be on the shorter side too, around 10 to 15 hours of gameplay. I think that's pretty short myself, but I do like the story so far. Everything else about this game seems fine to me, like I said before, and this will be a game that I finish to see how it ends. Overall, I like the game, though that's my personal opinion. Whether or not this is your type of game, I'll see you on the next one.